Hello beautiful creatures! Thank you again for watching my video. In today's tutorial, I will strive to create a brown smoky eye look, and I think that this is really my signature look. If there's one thing that is my favorite and that I could definitely just opt to apply on my face every day, this would be the makeup look. So stay tuned and I'll show you how. So first step, I'm using the 24-hour Fresh Wear Infallible foundation from L'Oreal, so it looks like this. Now I just picked this up from the drugstore, and I'm not sure if this is actually their new foundation. I've used this also in my previous video, so I'm just going to squirt that a little bit, and I'm using the Real Techniques brush. This is their buffing brush if I'm not mistaken, so I'm just going to apply that all over my face. So as I've said before, this foundation is rather liquidy. So I mean, it is full coverage, not necessarily super full coverage, but I think it's rather buildable as well. So if you prefer that, you can definitely go ahead and apply a full coverage by building it up, okay? Good, so I'm just going to apply that all over my face. Alright, so next I'm just going to define my eyebrows with the Maybelline Master Pro palette. So basically, I'm going for a stronger eye makeup look today, so I'm just gonna keep everything else simple. Alright, so eyebrows done, and I'm just going to use the eyebrow gel to set that in. So for today's makeup look, I will be using mainly the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Eyeshadow Palette, and this is how it looks like inside. Now what I love about this, because they smell just like chocolates, okay? Yeah, so it smells so delicious, you guys, and the colors are great. So what I'm going to use first, I will be using the marzipan. So basically this one right here. I hope you can see that one. So I'm going to just use that all over my lids. So basically it's just a champagne color, you guys, and it's a great base for brown smoky eye look. Alright, so that's done. Next, I'm just going to take the Hoot chocolate, so this one here, a very neutral brown, so I think that's very good one to actually just highlight the outer corner of the eyes. So I'm just going to create and emphasize the outer corner V. So I'm just basically taking that over here and also extend it outside, because the idea with brown smoky eye look is that you create a little bit of darkness in the outer corner, but also that it somehow fades away as well. You don't want it to be super strong. I'll show you how it would look like in a while. But the idea is, of course, that you emphasize the darkness around here and it's lighter in the inner corner. So tell me guys, how do you actually treat yourself, or how do you reward yourself? Now in my case, I reward myself from time to time with makeups or, you know, new dress or anything really that I need. So for example, I purchase myself with good skincare products. I think that's just a very good reward for yourself, and it's also a great form of self-care. So why not, right? So it's very important that you reward yourself from time to time. So I think that's very important, you guys, that you actually treat yourself, not just, you know, the necessary things. Of course, sure, we have bills to pay, we have people sometimes that we need to help, but do not forget yourself, because at the end of the day, it's you who's working hard, and it's very important as well that, you know, you balance it out. So it's for your own equilibrium as well. And it feels good to treat yourself, guys. And you know, it doesn't need to be makeup, and it doesn't need to be new dresses. You can just, you know, buy yourself with simple things like, you know, a cup of coffee or a great meal, for example. Treat yourself. All right, so that's done. Next, I'm going to use the amaretto over here. So it's the dark brown. I'm just going to redefine what we've already drawn on the outer corner of the eyes. So what I'm going to do, just to basically darken and also make sure that it fades away as well. So the idea is just to darken here a little bit while extending it out. Okay, so the key to this look is really just good blending technique, you guys. So really just blend away. The idea is that you do not want harsh stroke over here or harsh line, so it needs to fade away a little bit on the outer corner, okay? So hence it's smoky. That's the idea. All right, so that's done. What I'm going to do next, I'm just going to again take actually it's the semi-sweet, you guys, this one here, the initial color that we've applied first. So I'm just going to use this small brush here, and I'm going to apply that in the lower lash line. So in continuation to what we were just talking about, guys, as I've said, it's very important to just reward yourself from time to time. You know, you don't necessarily have to think of all the problems, all the issues in the world all the time. It's also important to just roam around, you know, do something for yourself. Because if there's one thing I learned when I actually arrived here in the Netherlands, is to also think of yourself, okay? A friend of mine actually, you know, told me, Mira, here in Europe, you should not just think of, you know, all the problems out there. You should also think of yourself. And you know, I realized that it's very important, because at the end of the day, it's you who's working hard. It's you who's actually producing all the sweat and blood in what you do. And if I can just say this, I think it really makes a whole lot of difference if you have your own work and that you earn your own money. I think that really is very satisfying, but also I think a good trait of an independent woman. If you can, try to really reach your dream. If you can, do not give up. There's no such thing as it's too late now. It's never too late. Start now and try to strive and achieve it. Nothing is impossible. It may sound such a total cliche, but guys, really, nothing is impossible if you put so much devotion and diligence to what you do. So now, guys, I should have actually applied this before we've done something on our lower lash line, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm just gonna apply quickly a concealer. So this one is from Wet n Wild. I've used this before already. It's cruelty-free. Now, that's a big plus. I like the idea of that. Now, this concealer from Wet n Wild, it's not necessarily super full coverage, you guys. It's light. So it's actually very good for daily usage, okay? So what it means, it will basically conceal your bad attitude, but not necessarily your dark soul. So now I'm just going to repeat the process by using the semi-sweet and applying that in my lower lash line, because the concealer sort of like removes some of it. So I'm just reapplying that. Next, I'm just going to use again the dark brown over here just to reinforce the outer V and just try to darken that area over here. Okay, next I'm going to use the NYX black eyeliner, and this is in SL07 Jet Black, and I'm going to just create a line here in the upper lash line. Now as close as possible to the lashes, okay? Now it doesn't need to be a perfect line because we're going to also smoke it out in a while. So just like that, and take a brush and smudge that in. So the idea is that you create a bit of smokiness just to darken the lower lash line, but then it fades away on top. So try to also do that here and extend it a little bit and darken the outer corner. And next we're going to darken the waterline. So just try to create a line over here. And we're going to smudge that in as well, similar to the upper lash line. And we're going to just smoke it out a little bit. So I'm taking the light brown and I'm just going to clean up whatever is messy. Next, I'm taking the marzipan, again, this color over here, and I'm just going to highlight our tear duct. And this is actually a very important step for smoky eyes, because this definitely highlights just the inner corner and dark on the outer. So take that as well over here, but not too much. So next, I'm curling my lashes. Okay. Alright, so eyelashes are curled, and now I'm using the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara, and I'm just going to apply that all over the lashes. Now tell me guys, what do you actually do to reward yourself? Do you buy something, or do you bring yourself in a spa or something like this? Comment down below. Maybe you could actually give a great idea on how to treat oneself. Alright, so next a little bit of contour. I'm just going to apply that a little bit, not much, because as I've said, we're going to keep the rest rather simple. And next, blush on, and I'm just going to apply this pink one over here. Now, pink blush really works well with this look because it gives you a little bit of glow thereafter. Okay, so just at the apple of the cheek, and apply that just right here. Okay. This will just give you a hint of freshness. Okay, so all right guys, I had to change my table because of the sun. So I think this is pretty much clearer now. Where are we? So next I'm going to use highlighter, and this is from Sleek. I'm just going to use the brightest of them all, and I think I'm gonna go for this one here. Okay. And I'm also gonna apply that a little bit here in the Cupid's bow. Alright, so for the lips, I'm using the L'Oreal Paris, and this is actually their new lip stain product, and this is I Rule 105. So the color is this. It's beautiful mauve color, and I'm just going to apply that all over. Now this is not really like a lipstick style, but more of like a lip stain. So I'm just gonna apply that all over. Now for this look, I think it's very beautiful if you have you know, light pink mauve color lippy. And this will do. Alright, so I'm just going to let this one dry up, and I'm not even going to use any false eyelashes on this one because I think that this is pretty much it. It looks good without the lashes, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I'm just going to put down my hair. Okay, so what I did, I basically created just 2 buns here, and thereafter you have an instant curl, you guys. So maybe another tip as well. So that's how it looks like. Okay, so after the L'Oreal Lippy, I'm just going to apply the Oh My Gloss, and this is from Rimmel. So I'm just going to apply that on top of this one. Oh, this is actually a really good gloss, you guys. It's very moisturizing. Alright, so this is the finished look, you guys. As I've said, this is my signature look. Why? Because it's easy to create, and you know, you don't necessarily have to be very neat with this one. It can be a bit messy, hence it's called Smokey Eyes. I like this because it really emphasizes my eyes, and I think it can be stunning for everyone. So give this one a try and let me know if you like it. And again, do not forget to reward yourself as per the topic of today. I love you guys and hope to see you in my next video soon. Bye for now.